Good day, good day, good day, good morning, good afternoon, possibly even good evening because man, these videos go everywhere. They are unlimited as to where they can end up. So, if this video resonates with you, do me a favor, like, share, follow, subscribe, and pass this on to your friends. We're talking concussions, head injuries, not only in relation to science, but more specifically in relation to my experiences and what I have found within myself, what I've done to heal myself and continue healing every day, finding new exciting pathways. For instance, yesterday I was listening to an amazing Spotify playlist, motivational playlist, and the gentleman, apologize, I don't have his name right now, was talking about the operating level of people. And he said most people are operating at 40% of operating level in the brain, in the body. And so I stopped. I was on a hike out in my favorite hiking trail, and I muscle tested myself because I muscle test absolutely everything so that I can find the truth. Now, the thing with muscle testing is you got to be grounded in order for it to speak truth. You have to be asking the question specifically. For instance, what level of operation am I working at? And yesterday on my hike, I was at 30%. I was at 30%, which was even less than the normal, right? Which concerned me a bit. But because of the tools and abilities that I have, I increased my operating level and ended up going for a run on the rest of the hike. It was awesome. Not just a run on the rest of the hike, but a run with my mouth closed, breathing effortlessly, with a smile on my face. Smile on my face, mouth open a little bit, but tongue in the roof of the mouth, still breathing through the nose, right? Yes, you can have your mouth open and not be breathing through your mouth. And it's interesting because so many things came up, and I've been working on healing myself for a long time, and I had some pretty severe setbacks in December. I had a couple head injuries back to back, one day to the next. One day I ran into a mountain biker going the opposite direction, wrenched my head back. No big deal. We made mistakes. Went home, went to sleep, woke up the next day, went to go skiing, hit my head. Didn't knock myself out. Didn't see any problems. Didn't see didn't see stars. No big deal. Got up. I'll go home for the day. Maybe I'm tired. I wasn't tired. I just wasn't paying attention. Right. I took my awareness off. Maybe because I was tired. I don't know. Doesn't matter. All I knew was, man, I'm skiing better than I skied the last time I went skiing, which was 2 years ago. How is this true? Right. Because the work that I'm doing is working on multiple levels. Fortunately, I spent the next week watching TV on my couch. I just thought it was sick. Everybody in my town was complaining about being sick. So, yeah, I'm probably just sick. I would get up from bed, go downstairs, get on the couch, not hardly eat anything, just watch TV the whole time. All of a sudden, I ended up with this massive headache. What the heck? Didn't know what was going on. All the physical stuff, all he's doing is not working. All the meridians, the chakras, nothing is touching this friggin' headache. So I started Googling stuff, and I found that high blood pressure can cause a headache. So I took my blood pressure. It was 170 over 98 or something like that. It was friggin' nuts, especially compared to my pleasure. My blood pressure is friggin' absolutely perfect. I was scared to death. I was scared that my daughter was going to come home and find me on the friggin' floor. So I started doing more research. Come to find out, high blood pressure can be a side effect of concussions. I didn't think that I had a concussion, right? I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't get diagnosed with a concussion. So I started doing the deep dive research, going in, balancing or healing my brain. Ended up muscle testing myself while I'm out there, um, trying to help my grandma heal from her stuff, and muscle tested positive for CTE. Now, I'd never tested myself before for CTE. CTE is the buildup of the tau proteins in the brain, causing neurological dysfunction. Now, I cannot prove any of this. I don't have brain scans. I'm not dead yet, so they can't look at my brain, but I trust in my ability to test myself. And I know where I'm at today compared to where I was at in December and even before that. Before that, man, I was emotionally out of balance. I went to a brain seminar in Boston one time. They put a math problem on the screen. I'm like, it's an easy math problem. But then they started putting all kinds of rules to how you could solve the problem. And inside, I flipped out. I was instantaneously pissed because they changed the way that I was able to do it, the only way that I knew how. And this goes back a long time. So the discussion today, we kind of got off on the roll. I don't know where, but we're talking. Oh yeah, listening to the video, operating at full potential, 100%. So I could ask myself right now, am I operating at 100% on this video right now? And yeah, I am actually 9100. I'm actually operating at 110%. And I attribute it, I think, well, obviously to everything that I do, but also I was getting a little tired this morning after doing some studying and shooting some other videos for other TikTok and Facebook and stuff. But I was getting a little tired, and instead of lying down, I went and expended some energy. I did some lifting, I did some balancing movements, and boom, 110% right here. So have you ever thought maybe I'm tired because I've got too much energy? I know that doesn't make any sense. But in your brain, if your brain gets overloaded and your brain's not functioning 110% or able to function at that level, it can start shutting down. And again, these are my experiences. These are things that I've learned playing with my own brain, my own body, chakras, meridians, emotions, organs, nerves, everything. Yes, beautiful. So I Googled this morning, head injuries taking away the ability to maintain maximum focus and motivation. Well, yeah, of course, any injury can do that, but specific to injuries, it can create executive function decline. Planning, organization, self-realization, or self-regulation. Now, self-regulation, that's not just conscious stuff, but that's also subconscious stuff. And when we have a head injury, let's go ahead and share my picture here. When we have a head injury, what is being affected? Is it just all the stuff in here? Or is it into the brainstem? Is it down into the spinal cord? Is it affecting all of the organs, all of the muscles, the fascial connections, the nerves? Yes, 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 all the way down to the toes. And I believe that may be one reason why concussion healing isn't working the way that we want to, because we're not addressing all aspects. We're looking at the brain, the eyes, the ears, the vestibular system. We got to look at the food, definitely, because the food is going to go talk to the organs, and the organs are going to talk to the food. And if the organs are stressed out because you're eating the foods that your body doesn't understand, highly processed, sugar, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, it'll stress the organs, which in turn can stress the vagus nerve, which in turn can stress the brain. And now I ate something, and now my vision's off. My vision's off, so I'm going to go see the optometrist and get my eyes checked. Well, yeah, your eyes are bad, so let's get you some glasses. Instead of changing our diet, Now, can your ears be affected? Your hearing? Yes, by concussions. So now loud noises are affecting me. And now I'm stressed out, not realizing that my baby crying in the background is what's stressing me out because my brain can't understand the excess of noise. It's not the baby's fault. Babies cry when they're hungry. Babies cry when they are sad. Babies cry when they're overwhelmed. Why is your child overwhelmed? Is your child possibly overwhelmed because of the energy that they're picking up off of you due to the stresses that you're going through? Now you guys are just riling each other up. Again, my experiences. Sense of taste. Can that be affected by concussions? Yes. Now all of a sudden I've got allergic reactions to all kinds of different foods. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have allergies to some foods. My body does not understand bread or wheat at all, which sucks because bread with butter and garlic bread, oh my God, it's so awesome. But I feel like I'm walking through mud. I feel like I'm Atreyu walking through the mud bog of infinite sadness. And it's not a good time. So instead of doing that, I choose to, hey, I'm just not going to eat wheat. That's okay for me because I can still eat steak. I thrive on steak. I thrive on chicken. I thrive on meat. That's my body. And that's a type O body. Not saying it's right the same for everybody, but for me, I know what I can and cannot do. Meat and fat, potatoes, thriving, function 100%. But I can't eat too much salt. I put too much salt in my chili the other day and it screwed me up. So when I make chili again, don't put in so much damn salt, son. Beautiful. So now, cognitive fatigue, and that's what I've been experiencing when I am learning something new. I will shut down. I will go to sleep or need to go to sleep. I figured this out one day. I was watching a educational video on YouTube talking about the eyes, and I was doing well. The pathways of the um, of the optic nerve into the thalamus, and it breaks off and travels to both sides. So this eye actually talks to both sides of the visual cortex. Same with this side, and it depends on where the information is coming from. And so for some reason, I rested my head down onto my hand, and covered my left eye, and all of a sudden I started getting sleepy. What? I was just doing this is a great video. What the hell's going on? And there was an imbalance in my eyes. This eye couldn't take the information coming in and process it properly. It created a stress response in relation to learning this new information. So I did all kinds of healing, and boom, I was able to watch the rest of the video. Didn't matter which eye. But then yesterday, when I was on that hike, I was working on more stuff, more stuff, more stuff. And it came up, man, there was a lot of stuff from my childhood. I don't know if you guys remember put in the blocks to different, the circle block into the circle block and the square into the square. Well, that vision came up to me. I had this little toy. It was like it had like 12 sides or something like that. And you put the blocks in there and you pull it apart. It was red and it was blue. That vision kept coming up to me over and over and again, like it was a massive stress to me. What are we stressing about that we don't even know about? I've asked people before, are you stressed? No. You have no idea how many things stress out your system because of the things that you've experienced in your past, even your past, the moment of your birth, the moment of your creation. That might have been a stressful time. When you were in your mom's belly, she might have been going through stress, aches and pains and dysfunction that changed your genetic makeup because it turned off specific genes to help you be happy, be confident, be strong and flexible, have a connection to your pelvis. There might have been genetic things passed down that you don't even know about that are causing you stress that you don't know about because you are not conscious of the things, right? Our limbic system It's an amazing feat of engineering. It remembers absolutely everything. Your energetic self remembers absolutely everything about you and who you are. And when your limbic system tastes the hot dog that you would eat and were forced to eat because that's what we're eating tonight. And now we're 30 years old and we go and have a hot dog and now my belly's upset. Was it the hot dog? Was it all the preservatives? Or was that taste hitting your mouth, stressing out your brain, taking you back into your past, which in turn flipped out the vagus nerve, flipped out the brain, sent you into distress, and now I ate a hot dog and I'm sick. It could have been the preservatives too. I'm not saying it wasn't. It could have been the toes and the feet and the lips. And that's what hot dogs are made out of, right? But man, they're so good. It could have been the bread. Maybe you should have had a hot dog without the bread. Just dipped it in. No. And you know how many more hot dogs you can eat if you don't have bread? Right? I can eat the hell out of some meat. I would not do good in a hot dog eating competition because you got to eat all the bread. Apathy, lack of interest, enthusiasm, motivation can occur directly from brain damage or a combination of other emotional changes. Unlike simple disinterest, apathy can stem from damaged neural pathways that impact goal-directed behavior. Lack of interest. I have so much interest in what I'm doing nowadays, in freaking everything. I was telling a story this morning of my daughter when she was 3. She would make me little hamburgers from her little hamburger stand because we ate In-N-Out back in the day a lot. It was awesome. Makes me upset now. I can't eat In-N-Out. Either I've changed and my body's saying, no, you can't do that anymore, or they changed and they're crap. I don't know. No offense, In-N-Out. You gave me some happy times, but something's changed. Hopefully it's just me. Hopefully you haven't gone down the dark side. But I was there for her because I wanted to be there for her consciously, but subconsciously I didn't want to be there. Being there, not doing anything. I'm just eating this freaking, I'm faking, I don't have the creativity to feel comfortable doing this. I wish I could take those moments back and do it a different way. I can, because the things that I do, you can tap and see it a different way. But then you also need to work with your daughter, which I have. Her and I have an amazing relationship now. We've always had an amazing relationship, but it's so amazing watching her come into her confidence with the things that we do together. I mean, if I'm in a wreck and I can't figure it out, I can ask my daughter to help me. She's 14 now. She doesn't even know everything about the body like I do, and I don't know everything about the body. I'm constantly learning more and more. But these are the things that we need to look at in relation to concussions. Now, how many people aren't diagnosed with concussions or head injuries? How many skaters hit their head, get back up, do it again, do it again, do it again? Boom, me. How many skiers, snowboarders? How many people not in regular sports aren't being seen? Now, I'm not telling you not to be a skater, snowboarder. I'm not telling you not to enjoy life. But know when you knock yourself out, it could make a change later down the years. There was this BMX video, Go Fast Pull Up. Forget who it was. Who was that? Jimmy Levan. Great story, right? Came from nothing and would do anything. Crazy guy, like I was back in the day, right? I'll do anything. I'll do anything to get attention. And one day he was on a skateboard and hit a rock or something, hit the back of his head, and apparently he was never the same after that. He was still functional, but never the same. Unfortunately, he was drinking a lot, which you can't do. Head injuries, Stop drinking. Stop eating sugar. Stop doing the things that are causing inflammation, because when you've had a head injury, concussion, inflammation is one of your worst enemies. Teach yourself how to breathe. He was also drinking he wasn't just drinking, he was drinking Diet Coke and vodka, I think it was. Artificial sweeteners destroy the myelin sheath around all of your nerves. And your brain is, that's what your brain is. So that is my rant for today, inspired by what I found yesterday, what I continue finding, more things about concussions, anxiety, depression, slower processing speed, attention deficits, but we'll address those at a different time, because I think I'm done for today. I need to write my email blast of the day and send people to this video right now. I'm going to share if you're still here, hopefully, I'm going to share the happiness video. Let's go and watch the happiness video and turn on the genes that are preventing us from experiencing deep internal happiness without the need for things on the outside. One moment here. I'm happy on the genetic level. There we go. Because that's what we want. We want to be happy on the genetic level. Enjoy. There will be no sound when you listen on my website. There is sound. Focus on the screen. The numbers are genetic coding to help turn on the genetic DNA in your body to allow you to be happy. Focus on how your body is responding. If you feel tingles, acknowledge and allow those tingles to come in. If you feel tension, acknowledge and allow the tension, the pain, the discomfort, the chaos, the confusion to leave. It is not yours. It never was. But this is your ability to be happy in every cell of your body. I am happy. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to my genetic matrix recoding video library today. That video and many more are there to help you achieve your goals in life. Enjoy.